Hello everybody, welcome to my FMP documentary video. Today I'm going to be going over the process of how I made my game, my thoughts, and the narrative. We were given a selection of themes and topics we could go for this project. I decided to go with the two themes, fear and 1920s. The reason I chose these themes because they were familiar to me. I play quite a few games where fear is one of the main themes of the game, and 1920s was close to when the World War I took place. Therefore, I chose themes that I felt I could work with and were familiar with. Thinking of an idea for the game wasn't too hard. I already had an idea of an old hospital when coming up with ideas. I decided, in the end, I wanted to make a puzzle game where you walk around a hospital ward trying to solve a way to get out. I needed to create a character, and it clicked with me instantly. I wanted the main character to be a soldier who had previously fought in World War I, being brought back to the hospital where he once was in. My character, Edwin, will suffer with PTSD, or shell shock as they called it. For historical context, shell shock was the name given to the traits and symptoms of PTSD. Whilst medical knowledge was evolving at the time, they didn't know what caused shell shock and how to treat it. Edwin's goal in the game is to escape the hospital ward to go home and to see his wife and his son. To escape the hospital, Edwin must figure out the code to the safe that is located in the side room of the ward. To find this code, he must read through diary entries from past soldiers and doctors that were made during the war, each featuring a number in a letter corresponding to the correct code. When making these notes, I got real creative with the stories behind them, some examples being a letter to a wife, a letter for Edwin's son David, and a tragic event happening due to shell shock that happened in the hospital ward that he's standing in. Overall, I thought the actual game looked very good, especially the environment. I took into a lot of consideration about how the environment looked. I wanted to create an eerie, empty hospital ward with very minimal lighting. What really helped with creating fear was the lightning mechanic I created. The mix between a bright flashing light and a lot of loud noises of thunder worked very well with what I was going for this game. One of my main goals for this game was to create good sound design. Using sounds of lightning or just sounds for opening books, interacting with the safe, and picking up keys really helped add to the game's sound design and characteristics. I'm very proud of the environment. If I was to continue working on this game and was given more time, I'd probably extend this kind of atmosphere in other parts of the game. Once Edwin figures out the code, he's greeted with a set of keys from the open safe. Edwin picks up the keys and heads towards the door and exits the hospital ward, completing my game.